WeChat Pay and Alipay are very popular forms of payment in China. However, here in Canada and North America, we don't use those. We actually just use credit cards, debit cards, and cash. We do have Apple Pay and Samsung Pay and other bank apps. It is becoming more common, however, there are still a lot of shops that haven't gotten onto that yet. And even now, cash isn't even widely accepted because people want to reduce the spread of COVID-19. I personally find the use of WeChat extremely incredible, and so I wanted to analyze where in Canada can we use WeChat Pay. I do want to mention that I know that Alipay and WeChat Pay are both very popular in China. Here, in the places where you can use WeChat, a lot of them will also accept Alipay, but I have noticed more places that accept WeChat than both WeChat and Alipay. So don't come out here asking me why I didn't check about Alipay, okay?
大家好，我是Jenny，一个正在学习中文的加拿大女孩。今天我来北美最大的商场，因为我想查一下多少商店接受微信支付。这个商场其实有800多商店，但是我不想去每个商店，所以我只会去一些。对，所以我们可以一起去查一下。
An interesting thing I found out while I was at the mall today was at the front of the store, at the bottom of the glass, a lot of them would have little icons of what kind of payment options they accept. Not every store has it, but some of them do. For the places that do have these stickers, it's really easy to tell whether they do or don't accept WeChat Pay because there's just a sticker. For those stores that don't have any stickers, you just don't really know. Something that I noticed right away that was very interesting was that a lot of Western stores did not accept WeChat Pay except for the more luxurious stores. For example, Maison Burke's or Holt Renfrew. And I didn't actually go into Louis Vuitton or Coach or any of those, but I suspect they may. My guess is that when Chinese people travel to North America, they are more likely to buy designer goods here rather than in China because actually the taxes are cheaper. So a lot of these stores make it more accessible for Chinese people so that they can buy more luxurious product, but in the West. And an interesting fact that I found while I was online was that actually 36% of the Chinese population within Canada prefers to have a more luxurious lifestyle and they like to impress others with their way of living, while only 8% of the general Canadian population has this way of thinking. But then there's the case of those luxury stores that don't accept WeChat Pay, and in that case I can't really explain what their way of thinking is. Maybe they don't have a reason for it. Or maybe they're not in that stage of development of their internationalization of their company. I don't really know. Other than luxury stores, I did notice that a bunch of more Asian style stores did accept WeChat Pay. For example, Miniso, T&T, which is an Asian supermarket, but there were some Asian stores that surprisingly did not have WeChat Pay.
If anyone has WeChat Pay, it's gonna be Uniqlo. Do you accept WeChat Pay by any chance? Okay. Uniqlo 他们还没接受微信支付。哇，我有点糊涂，你知道吗？因为这是一个亚洲的公司，我发现了很多比较贵的公司，他们会接受微信支付。很有意思，对吧？
I also went into a few shops that I suspected would not accept WeChat Pay, but I thought, why not? Let's check anyways.
I just have a quick question. Do you guys accept WeChat Pay? WeChat Pay?
I'm not too sure about that.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah, that I'm not too sure.
No worries, thank you. I just have a quick question. Do you guys accept WeChat Pay? WeChat Pay. Sorry, it's a really weird question. Okay, no worries.
Okay,
Thank you.
that.
That's okay. Do you guys accept WeChat Pay?
Sorry?
WeChat Pay?
Check pay?
WeChat. Okay, that's okay if you don't. I was just wondering.
Sorry?
Do you guys accept WeChat Pay?
WeChat Pay?
Okay, no worries.
So clearly the concept of WeChat Pay is very unknown to a lot of people here in Canada. But I have to tell you guys, something that really surprised me was bubble tea shops. Maybe it was because these shops were inside of a mall or they were bigger companies, but none of them accepted WeChat Pay.
What do you want?
May I have the apple on my eye?
And I have a question. Do you guys accept WeChat Pay? You don't? Okay, never mind.
Something I am more familiar with though is the bubble tea shops outside of the mall. Maybe it's because they're smaller shops or independently, locally owned, but I do know that they do accept WeChat Pay. For example, the shops around the university area, the busier streets. But I'm not going to travel to all of those areas just to film a video, so you guys are just gonna have to trust me on that. But this is actually very common with a lot of Asian restaurants. There's even some Chinese-made food delivery apps where you can connect your WeChat Pay and order food from them, and they are completely all in Chinese. I find it incredible. But I guess in general, what I find really interesting is that a lot of the businesses that accept WeChat Pay are either really high grossing ones or really random businesses, or just more of a local Chinese business. So I want to finish off with a statistic that I found online that states that Chinese consumers spend over $35 billion per year here in Canada, and 93% of those people have stated that they would spend more if more payment options were presented to them, aka the Chinese payment options. I find this a really interesting concept, and I've also heard that as Canada's goal to increase Chinese tourism grows, that they're also going to try to get more stores within Canada to accept WeChat Pay, Alipay, or other Chinese mobile payment options. But I do think that because of COVID-19, this goal might slow down a lot, just because we won't really be getting a lot of tourists anymore. For the time being, at least. Also need to apologize for speaking English in this video. I really wanted to present you with some facts, and I speak English much better than I do Chinese. 如果你们喜欢这个视频的话，请点赞和关注我哟，谢谢大家，下次再见，拜拜。